Hi, we're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappet Brothers, and we're here to talk about cars, car repair, and the answer to last week's puzzler. And this was a mathematical puzzler sent in by Norm Lydon from Franktown, Colorado. And what I loved about it and what leapt out at me from among all the puzzlers I had to look at, it was written on a piece of paper in pencil.
Yeah, I remember it.
And I almost dismissed it as being some fourth grade. He might be a fourth grader for all I know, but
Fourth graders are smart.
they sure are.
But there's nothing smarter than a seventh grader.
Yeah, they know all their state capitals and everything. Not that that's ever really come in handy, but
No.
And
Unless you're on Jeopardy. I mean, I was watching Jeopardy the other night, and there was a woman who, she knew everything. And I said, Mamma mia, how smart is she? And then I
she
said,
quit school in seventh grade.
I said, she's as smart as the average seventh grader. School should end at the seventh grade.
It did for some of us. Okay, here it is.
Yeah.
3 different numbers are chosen at random and written on each of 3 slips of paper. The slips are then placed face down on a table, and the objective is to choose the piece of paper with the largest number. And here are the rules. Is it coming back to you now?
I remember this.
You can turn over any slip of paper you want, and you can look at the number written on it. If you think this is the largest, you're done. You keep it. Otherwise, you discard it, and you can't go back and get it, but you can turn over another slip, again, either one you want. And if you think that's the largest number, you can keep that, and the game is over. If you don't, you discard it, and then you're stuck with the third number, no matter what it is. And the numbers can be anything at all.
Yeah, from $1 to what? Infinity.
Infinity.
Infinite dollars.
So-
like what my wife spends.
So I presents this here game to my brother Tommy and to Vinny. Tommy says, here's your part.
I remember what I said. I said, doesn't matter.
You said, I think what you said is, that's pretty stupid. Your chance of getting the highest number is 1 in 3.
Yeah.
Vinny, on the other hand, says, I don't think so.
What are you talking about?
I think I can do better than that. Is Tommy right or is Vinny right? Is there a strategy by which you can improve the odds from 1 in 3? Well,
Would it be a puzzler if I weren't wrong?
yeah, I should let you be right once in a while.
You should.
Yeah, it would be.
I mean, you could have just as easily said.
I could have reversed the
Vinny
roles.
said, it's only 1 in 3, and my smart brother said, ha.
Aha.
But did you do that? No.
Well, Vinny's
I
strategy.
mean, people are walking around the world thinking that I'm dumb,
Well, Vinny's strategy.
and you have nothing to do with it.
Vinny's strategy, in fact, changes the odds for him to 1 in 2.
Oh, yeah.
You pick one of the pieces of paper at random. You look at the number. No matter what it is, you throw it away. You then pick any other piece of paper. And if the number is greater than the first one you picked, you're done.
You
Right.
say, that's what I think is the highest.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay? And you keep that. And if it isn't, you throw that away and you take the third and whatever it is. Well, let's say for the sake of simplicity that the 3 slips of paper say $1,000 on one, $500 on another, and $10 on the third one.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, his strategy is you pick up the first piece of paper, no matter what it is, you remember it, but you throw it away and you don't keep it. So if he picks the one with $1,000, he can't possibly win because no matter what else he does, he's going to lose. So let's forget those 2 cases. Let's look at what happens if he picks up the $500 one first.
I'm with you.
If he picks the $10 one second, he throws it away. In which case, he ends off going to the $1,000 one.
Whoopee!
If he by chance picks, if he picks the $500 one first, and he by chance goes to the $1,000 one next,
His rule says,
his rule says you keep it.
keep it. And he wins again.
And he wins again. Pretty good. If he picks up the $10 one first, his rule says throw it away and pick up another one. If he should be unfortunate enough to pick up the one that says 500,
He's going to keep it.
he's going to keep it and he's going to lose.
Right.
However, if his second choice is not the $500 one, but the $1,000 one,
He's going to keep that.
he's going to keep that. And it turns out if he does this, you look at all the scenarios, Tommy's method will allow him to win 1 time out of 3.
And Vinny
will win 3 times out of 6. So Vinny
that's
wins.
almost half.
It is in some countries. So if you want to see this, you can go to our website, which is the Car Talk section of cars.com, and you can stare at the screen for 15 to 20 minutes till you get it. Do we have a winner?
The winner this week is Charles Nickel from Palm Beach, Florida, and for having his answer selected at random. From the wheelbarrow full of correct answers that we got, Charles is going to get a $25 gift certificate to the Shameless Commerce Division, which is at the Car Talk section of cars.com.
And what can he do with that $25
And
gift
with
certificate?
the $25 gift certificate, he can get an embroidered Car Talk baseball cap.
Did we really get a whole wheelbarrow full?
We did. Would this be an appropriate time to read some mail that I got regarding puzzlers? Can I do that? I have a piece of mail here that you're going to love, man. Here's an email. Remember the puzzler about the mango tree?
Yeah.
You said quite convincingly
There's no other solution.
that there's no other solution
I'm
except
sure
two.
they're infinite.
Edward Holmes, I think it's
I
Sherlock.
think I said I had no other solution.
In fact, what you said was...
You can't do it unless the number is 2. Oh.
That's what you said. You can't do it. Edward Holmes says, au contraire, piston puss.
I was afraid of that.
The briber of the guards would have to leave the palace with exactly 130 mangoes to get back out of the 7 fences. He goes away with 3 mangoes and the entry guard gets 1. If he could carry 386, he could go home with 5.
My analysis only went up to 120.
And then you got tired. Now, what did he say again? Let me hear that again.
You can't do it unless the number is 2. Boy, it sounds so... what does it sound so...
Convincing.
Ethereal. Yeah.
Well, this little note was actually slipped to me before the show.
Really?
By an unnamed member of the staff.
Soon to be unemployed, I might add. Unless the number is 2. 2, huh? All right.
Okay, that's it.
All right, well, with that little admonition, I guess we'll have a new puzzler in the third half of today's show, so be sure to stay tuned for that. In the meantime, if you have a question about your car or anything else, the number is
Come on, what's the matter? You can't take a joke.
888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. 130. I should have figured that one out, huh? All right. Hello, you're on Car Talk.